Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
The CDC is expected to vote to authorize the Pfizer vaccine for use in adolescents ages 12 to 15. We'll tell you what we're learning about the data. That's coming up. But first, turning the tide, Governor Whitmer addresses the state's coronavirus data, and there's a bit of good news. And that tops our news here at noon this afternoon. I'm Evrod Kasmi. Thank you for joining us. Today, Governor Whitmer is praising the state's turn in the pandemic. Our Grant Herms listened into her press conference at 10:30 this morning. He has the details for us. Grant, anything new coming out of this?
Certainly a few things new. We've got a new milestone and a new date set for when Michiganders could return to the offices. Now, today, the governor touted the state's downward trend in things like cases, daily cases, that is, positivity rate and hospitalizations. She said also May 24th is the day where Michiganders could get back into the offices. She said that would give the Department of Labor and MIOSHA a little time to get us back to work in the places of work safely. Now, she also, with Dr. Janae Khaldun, the state's chief medical officer, spoke directly to the Michiganders who are still hesitant about getting the vaccine and to parents who are still deciding about vaccinating their children after the FDA's authorization for those 12 to 15. Take a listen.
Vaccines are our best chance of putting this pandemic behind us and returning to normal. They represent hope and healing. And if you want to learn more, I encourage you to talk to your family doctor and learn more about how the safe, effective vaccines can save your life and the lives of those you love.
The authorization of this vaccine is an important milestone for our children. This will mean less missed school because of quarantine, fewer missed sports practices and games, a return to birthday parties, sleepovers, and most importantly, our kids will have a much lower risk of getting ill from this terrible virus.
Now, the governor also talked about her trip to Florida to visit her father. She said it was a 2-day weekend trip. Flight records that Local 4 has looked at appear that trip would have been longer than that. She also only took a few questions, leaving many questions about more vaccines, the president's visit, and the Line 5 pipeline controversy unanswered. We do hope to have more of those answers for you tonight at 5 and 6. Evrod, back to you.
Grant Herms reporting live for us this afternoon. Grant, thank you for the update there. The Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices with the CDC is meeting right now to discuss authorizing the Pfizer vaccine for emergency use in adolescents ages 12 to 15. Researchers say that the vaccine efficacy is 100% in that age group and that it actually created more of an immune response in adolescents compared to those 16 to 25.
In terms of immunogenicity and efficacy, we saw that the immune response to the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, in terms of our SARS-CoV-2 50% neutralization titers in adolescents, was non-inferior to and in fact exceeded the immune response in young adults 16 to 25 years of age.
Now, since the FDA gave Pfizer the thumbs up earlier this week, the CDC now has to vote on recommending it. The director would then have to sign off. That vote is expected sometime this afternoon. Of course, we'll keep you posted on what they decide. In the meantime, later this afternoon, we are also expected to get more information about the rare blood clots associated with the Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine. That update is scheduled for 3:45. Also making headlines this afternoon, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan will update us on the city's vaccination efforts, including plans to offer vaccinations to adolescents ages 12 to 15 at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can watch that live on our website. Just go to clickondetroit.com for that. Let's get you updated, though, on the numbers. This afternoon, we're expecting new state case totals. On the national front, the United States has now passed 32,780,000 coronavirus cases, with more than 582,000 deaths from the virus. In other news this afternoon, the fight over the Line 5 pipeline continues. That pipeline is supposed to shut down by midnight due to an order by Governor Whitmer. The governor ordered the shutdown because of fears of a catastrophic spill into the Great Lakes. However, Enbridge has vowed to defy that order. That pipeline runs underneath the Straits of Mackinac, where Lakes Michigan and Huron meet. Up and down the East Coast today, the effects of the Colonial pipeline cyber attack are becoming pretty clear. And as Tom Yamas reports, lines are getting longer at gas stations, prices are climbing higher, and filling stations are running out of gas.
The gas situation in cities like Charlotte is getting dire. 7 out of 10 gas stations right now, at least 7 out of 10, have no gas. This gas station behind me, this Costco station, has fuel, and that's why the lines are so long. But all around this area, we saw pumps with plastic bags over them because gas stations have run out of fuel. It's a similar story all across the Southeast because of what's happened with the Colonial pipeline. The average gallon of gas right now hit $3. That's the highest it's been in 7 years. So there's a clear, serious situation on the ground in the Southeast United States. The White House and oil and gas experts are advising drivers not to hoard gas, not to panic. The problem is a lot of drivers we've spoken to say they have to head into work, they have long drives, and they don't want to take any chances. Reporting from Charlotte, Tom Yamas, NBC News.
And the consumer price index results are in, and prices surged in April to highs not seen since the Great Recession. The consumer price index measures what Americans pay for everything from food to medicine, even gas and toys. And it increased by 4.2% in April. That was compared to a year ago. And as you can imagine, this is stroking new inflation concerns. Let's take a look for you right now. The stock market is reacting to those inflation concerns. These are live pictures here showing the big board where the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down. The Federal Reserve and White House officials have cautioned that price bumps will be temporary and they won't pulse through the entire economy. We want to get to breaking news for you right now. House Republicans voted in secret to oust Representative Liz Cheney. Members met at 9 o'clock this morning, and then they each cast a secret ballot to decide whether she should remain chair of the GOP conference. Now, that means that no one will really know how each of the 212 Republicans voted. The vote was decided by a simple majority of the caucus, and then Liz Cheney spoke out about the decision and her continued commitment to the Constitution.
I will do everything I can to ensure that the former president never again gets anywhere near the Oval Office. We have seen the danger that he continues to provoke with his language. We have seen his lack of commitment and dedication to the Constitution. And I think it's very important that we make sure whomever we elect is somebody who will be faithful to the Constitution.
Now, Cheney has been a vocal critic of former President Trump. Last night, she even gave a defiant speech on the House floor, shaming her colleagues before the vote to strip her of her post. She also called Trump's hold on the GOP a, quote, threat America has never seen before.
I will not sit back and watch in silence while others lead our party down a path that abandons the rule of law and joins the former president's crusade to undermine our democracy. We must speak the truth. Our election was not stolen, and America has not failed.
Now, we're waiting to hear more from the GOP members who voted to oust Cheney. Of course, you'll want to stay tuned to later editions of Local 4 News. We'll have that for you. But in the meantime, right now, 2 Trump administration officials are testifying before Congress about the deadly Capitol riot back in January. At that hearing, where former acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller and former acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen are testifying, we'll keep you posted on what we learned from that as well. Also on Capitol Hill, President Biden hosts his first meeting at the White House with the Big 4 congressional leaders. For the Republicans, it's Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, and then on the Democratic side of things, it's Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The White House has billed the meeting as a chance to find common ground on the nation's most pressing issues. The president says infrastructure will be the topic of discussion, so we'll keep you posted on that as well. Because right now we want to get you updated on your forecast as things are looking up, as we are looking up at the sky right now through our sky cam. Meteorologist Brandon Rue has a look at what we can expect to see later in the day.
We're heading into the 60s. We're almost there, Evrod. A beautiful look at Mount Clemens, the Clinton River, beautiful skies, and temps 55 to almost 60 degrees, 59 Metro Zone at Metro Airport, 57 Howell and Monroe. We do have a north wind about 7 to 9 miles an hour. We're headed into those low and middle 60s with a few more clouds forming this afternoon, just with the breeze coming down from the north, lake enhanced clouds, but you can see right now a whole lot of nothing. So coming up, We'll talk a little bit about sunburn concerns, flirting with 70s the next several days, including your weekend. I've got it all, Evrod, in a few.
All right, Brandon, we'll see you shortly. Warren police are on the hunt for this man who they say is wanted for kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. He's 31-year-old Adrian Brown, and we're told by police that he had a gun and forced his ex-girlfriend into his SUV. This was on Tuesday. She was then found safe 8 hours later. But this morning, Detroit police recovered a burned SUV near 8 Mile and I-75 that they believe might be linked to the suspect. And police are asking for Brown to turn himself in.
Somebody knows where he's at, so either he should give himself up, make it easy on himself. I know he knows where he's going back to, and we all know where he's going back to, and that's probably why he's going to play it out as long as he can.
And they also add that Brown is to be considered armed and dangerous. Still to come here at noon, in recent days, tensions between the Israelis and the Palestinians have spiraled out of control. We'll tell you what we're learning about the unrest in the region.